Warning: if you might be offended by foul language or off-color jokes, now is the time to kindly fuck off.
Today we're going to talk about the Premier League, the weeks that have been. We got a little World Cup preview. We're going to talk about some of the ticket pricing that they've been going on over here, as well as a little bit of George Bush conversation coming into the pod today.
And how to eat sweet corn.
How to eat sweet corn. We'll leave you at that. Welcome back to another episode of the Londoner Calling Pubcast. My name is Ben Drabick, joined as always by Barry Tate. Barry, it's been a minute. How we been? How you doing?
Fuck the world.
Oh.
Let's get on with it.
I thought you'd be in a good mood. Chelsea.
Fuck the world. Okay, does that sound like I'm in a good mood?
Well, and you know.
Right.
Off the jump. No.
Right. Don't ask questions. Just get on with it. No, I'm doing good.
How are we doing, Barry?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Are we gonna Chelsea's been... Let's start with Chelsea a little bit.
Why don't we talk about other teams? There's so many more other teams to talk about. I mean, there's Wolves. Did Wolves get a point this weekend, or did they win?
They got a point.
That's the first point they've got all season,
nope.
isn't it?
They got a draw against Tottenham.
Okay.
Actually, away at Tottenham. They got a 1-1 draw. Yeah. So they do have points. There is no more pointless teams in the Premier League.
So who? I know we say this every week, but obviously you've got Wolves there and West Ham.
West Ham are right there. Again, another loss to Arsenal this past week. Expected loss, although I'll say this.
I know Rice didn't celebrate his goal again.
I know he didn't. He didn't do it.
Yeah,
he captained them for a while. I respect it, but I'll say this: we had lost our last two home fixtures to West Ham. They beat us at the Emirates 2 years running. So this was a big a bogey game for us, if you will, that we've been struggling with. So I was happy to get it over the line. Obviously, Rice scoring against his old club is fun for us. We like seeing that, and then Saka from the spot as well. And Arsenal found their way to the top of the table, Barry.
Yeah, just because we beat Liverpool for you.
Thank you, by the way.
You'd be second still.
We would be. Well, not just you, Crystal Palace. Yeah. A couple weeks ago, I wanted to talk about that, actually. Let's move to Liverpool here. We talked a couple weeks ago about can they sustain the way they're playing and the last-minute winners and the pressure that comes with that. And even in the Champions
everything I'm reading, they said, they've got this. I mean, they've got some new,
they've got a lot of new people,
but they haven't got that. They said they're letting in goals more than they have done in the past.
Goals. So, that Caicedo goal, I mean, we could talk about that for a minute because Chelsea obviously beat Liverpool and the first goal was scored by Caicedo, well outside the 18-yard box, screamer. No offense to the keeper. What's the defending?
I know a hooker like that.
What's the defending though? Just running away and backing
more, but she screamed.
Okay, I'm not going to touch that one. Okay. But what a goal by Caicedo! But the defending from Liverpool again, it was poor on that play, to say the least. Van Dijk was running away. Konate was shying away.
I know you've got to step back in that, but there was so much space. Especially when they show the camera from behind him. I mean, it's
a free shot from 18 yards for a world-class player, right?
But another thing I read, it was saying with Snot, like last year, he picked up a lot of... who's a German geezer they had? Manager before, can't remember his name.
Klopp.
Yeah, Klopp, that's it. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Snot,
players.
Klopp, real fucking... Anyway, they're saying he picks up a lot of Klopp's people and that, and
it was Klopp's
he still won. Give him credit, he still won it, but it was Klopp's team to a degree. Now it's his own team.
Yeah.
And look, Chelsea, we're kind of getting out of being in transition. We're getting there. We're still young.
Yeah.
But you got Man City and Liverpool. Arsenal probably the only ones that. I know
you've
had a few. You've had a couple. Yeah, a little more.
Been together for about 6 years now under Arteta. Yeah. So the core of the squad, the Gabriel, Saka, Martinelli, they've been there together for a while.
I just want to see Crystal Palace. I would love if they do a Leicester. I don't think they will.
They did finally lose. They did finally lose this weekend. They were 19. Let's give Crystal Palace their flowers for a minute. Up until this past weekend where they lost, 19 games unbeaten, and that included games at Arsenal, multiple games against Liverpool, including the Cup final, the Community Shield, and then they beat Liverpool in the Premier League. They actually also drew them in the Carabao Cup, so they can't stop playing each other, those two clubs. But massive games, 19 unbeaten.
Is that they got in the next round, Liverpool? In the Carabao?
Yeah, they got Liverpool.
Okay, well, Liverpool are out.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, right? They got to be sick and tired of seeing them. But what is a realistic goal for Palace this year?
Top six.
They are in Conference League. I would expect them to compete, if not win that, to be honest with you. I think, obviously, they were supposed to be in Europa League. The petitions, the ownership, scandal, whatever. They should win the Conference League.
Yeah, because Forest got in instead of them, didn't they?
Yep, they did.
And
Forest are.
I know.
They're talking about sacking Ange already.
I know they are.
Do you think that they will? 7 games, 0 wins.
You knew what you were... Well, the owner knew what you're getting. You know how he plays, so... why get him in second? Because he can't. I mean, again, he's got to get his team used to how he plays. You can't just do it in a few weeks. I mean, it might take a season as long as they don't go down. You know. So
we think that Ange is still the guy for Forest.
I like watching his team, so it don't bother me. You know, I don't know.
I like playing his teams.
He did win last year. I must say, he's lucky.
Yeah.
And also, I think why Levy left actually having finally fucking won something.
They did give it to his son. It's like a succession thing, so it's not like the Levy family is completely removed from Tottenham. It's just his son is taking
How much
over.
say has he got in it though?
I don't know.
I mean, as much control as the other one had.
I think he's still going to have a fair amount of control. I think it's just being passed down to his son to keep in the business in the family.
I just want to let my son know he ain't getting shit from me. Fuck off.
I don't have
down.
No. Tottenham actually have been off to a great start this season. I know we're kind of bouncing around club to club.
Yeah, they were. So what we got to? I mean, the top six. They're second or third now. They third.
I think they're fourth now. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, but they did. I think they did the same last year, didn't they? Not.
Last year they.
We all know. Look, January, February, we get Spursy coming back. Don't matter who's managing. Let's get to. So they're not even worth talking about. I mean, maybe after the end of February,
we'll see where they're at.
End of January, even if they haven't fucking dropped.
Who do you think? Okay, here's a good one for you. Right now, who do you think finishes higher on the Premier League table? Tottenham or Crystal Palace?
Fuck it. God,
I know, that's a tough
Palace.
one, isn't it?
Let's go. I want Palace to.
I would love if Palace did. I love Palace.
But then they're
saying
their manager, he's got a year left on his contract, so he's.
They're saying I'm hearing Man United rumors for him. I'm hearing Bayern Munich rumors for him.
The rich geezer involved in Man United.
Ineos.
Yeah. Idiot.
Yeah,
Is that
idiot.
it? Yeah.
Idiot,
And then he said Amorim needs 3 years. Give the man. No, you have to.
Give him 30. Give him 30. Give him 40. Give him all the time he wants. I love what he's doing at Man United. It's embarrassing. I mean, they're winning.
But the thing of it is, you've got the middle league, and that's the thing about. I know we talk about it, but with the EPL, you've got these spoiler teams. You've got the Brightons, which you don't like fucking playing.
No,
you've got
Fulham, you don't like playing.
Bournemouth,
Palace,
yeah,
Bournemouth.
On any given day,
Bournemouth are insane right now. Top 4 again. What a
any given
job.
day they can beat anybody.
Well,
if they're. You know?
I like to shout out Bournemouth as well. Iriola, the manager there, what a job, because you look at what happened to them this summer, right? Both center backs gone. PSG and Real Madrid come in and take your 2 starting center backs. Your starting goalkeeper was on loan from Chelsea. Arsenal buy him to be their backup. So your left back has gone to Liverpool. You're replacing an entire back line, and what a job he's done. And let's be real, they are going to get so much money for Semenyo.
It must be because Bournemouth and Brighton, if you don't know, it's down by the coast of England.
I knew Brighton.
It must
was on the
be
coast.
something about being down by the coast. They all go out and find players. I mean, Brighton and Bournemouth, they pick these players from where the fuck did he come from?
Gems.
Yeah,
Gems. Sensi for Bournemouth, the center back. He's going to get a big move this summer if he wants one. And I feel like it just keeps happening where they just keep getting these players and churning out a talent factory.
But, I mean, obviously this week we've got the internationals.
Yep, international break.
It's a shame because there's nothing. There's no big game. There's nothing. Talking about that, I think one of the fucking things. I mean, let's talk about the World Cup.
Let's do it.
The World Cup and the ticket prices.
Oh my god!
It is. I mean, it's gone. I mean, I was looking at what they did when they were in Arab countries.
Qatar, yeah.
I was reading the difference in prices. They were still a little bit high, but not like this. This is
different.
Just look. If you're doesn't matter where you're from. You're an England or a Spanish fan. You're coming from Spain and England. You've got the flight. You've got the hotel, and then tickets at what? I don't know. Fucking what are they? $300-$400, $500, $600.
Go more.
Is it really?
You can keep going up. I mean, they can be as expensive as you want them to be, right? But I've seen the base price, and also it's not just that. Because if you don't get the listed base price, then you got to go to resellers, right? Mm-hmm. And they're going to charge you out the ass on that, and they will get people because it works.
I mean, how can you buy a ticket when you don't know who's playing or who's playing where?
It's a bit of a gamble, isn't it?
No, it really is.
I mean,
you're asked to fork out this money for a ticket, and as I said, if I'd have done that in '94 with England, fuckers never made it.
Well, exactly. What if you went and bought a knockout round match for $200, right? Yeah. Say that you land like England versus France. Well, that ticket's now worth quadruple the price. But say you get, and not to disrespect any other countries here, but like say you get like Japan versus Spain or something. America, right? Say USA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if we're gonna make it that far. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how far we're gonna make it in this World Cup. It depends on the groups and the draws and all that. But
hey, your man,
Pulisic is doing
good.
Pulisic is doing. I saw Luka Modric was actually giving him some compliments the other day in the media, talking about what a player he was, and to have a guy with that reputation, obviously, look at your country's biggest talent.
He's played with some brilliant players, so he can.
He played with the prime Ronaldo, Cruz. I mean, you name it. The list of names he played with at Madrid and Croatia as well. They went to a World Cup final. So he's been there, he's done that, he knows what talent is.
Did they go to the World Cup final and then the semis?
In the
year after, the 4 years after.
Yeah. They
pretty
had
good.
Crazy good tournament.
You see how small that country is.
It is. It is really small, but they got some big talent there. So you never know.
So the tickets. So at what point? I mean, you can say the World Cup. You can say the same thing with the English Premier League prices they're charging now. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, they're nothing like that. But they are still fucking expensive. If you want to go there every week or every other week, then you want to travel away to see them. I don't know. It's an arm and a
It's something
leg.
you got to really budget for, and something that you really got to work a little bit extra for, get extra money, because it's become less of a commons man thing.
You just have to say, "Oh fuck it, that's too much."
That's what I'm saying. I think we're getting to that point.
I don't know how it goes. I mean, people. I mean, it's like anything. You like all get. Just say, "Hey, fuck it, we're not buying the tickets." You know.
Yeah.
The USA deserves that to be said to them. The price is some of these places. But
the thing is, there are people out there that are, and again, that's the thing for me. And I'm not
but
trying to
your
knock.
average fan.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
not
not knocking the average fan, because I don't think the average fan has that $600 to go see a World Cup quarterfinal or something. But the people that really do have the money for it, do they have the passion and the care that these real fans do? That's the problem. So. Are you turning it from more of a sporting spectacle into just a status event to even go to?
I don't know who it was. It might have been it was a Man U player. He was saying it's all the prawn sandwiches brigade. You know, they're giving a lot of tickets go to corporate. You got people sitting there eating, got a glass of champagne up in the bottom. Don't give a fuck. I don't even know what they're looking at.
I remember when I was a kid, we'd go to Thrasher games, the hockey team in Atlanta when I was a kid, and there would be all these seats in this one section near the ice, and I would always I'm like, why is that so empty? He's like, oh, those are corporate seats. They just have them, and if they use them, they use them. And I'm like, we would kill for those seats.
Well, again, I mean, as I said, I went to watch Chelsea actually at the AT&T.
Yeah.
And I got a ticket. It was right up there, you know.
Yeah.
Sitting next to Jesus. And fucking, you can't see shit. I mean, you have to look at that board. I mean, really, you can see it, and it's not as good when you're that far away, and they look like, they look smaller than me, and I'm
we do have international Mexico versus Colombia at the stadium this Saturday in AT&T.
Okay, is it? Okay.
So there might be a fun game if you get time to go to that. I want to go back to
Future.
Back to the Future.
Okay,
That's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, good film, wasn't it?
No, I was gonna go back to the Premier League, but actually, I think I want to stay here for a second, because I think that in the grander scheme of things, the price gouging and everything we see for that is so anti-football. Because we talk about soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, it's the world sport, right? And I think that part of the reason, if not majority of the reason that it's the world sport,
because it was affordable,
is because it's so easy. Yeah. It's affordable. You don't need equipment. You need shin pads. You need cleats, and trust me, we know cleats can run up in price. But in the streets, you need a ball and 2 sticks. Yeah. That's it. It is the cheapest game to play. You don't need all the equipment. It doesn't make you better.
I remember as a kid, we used to play in the streets in a kid. And sometimes someone would have a sweater. And you put 2 sweaters down on the goalpost, which is great. It's great. And then little fucking Mickey Flynn, he had to go home by 7 and fucking picks his jacket. Oh, fuck me, Mickey. Leave
the goal.
Go home. That's it. There's no goal left. One of the goalposts had to go home.
Have a kid put his shoes out as the goal or whatever. And he had to leave. We're like, leave your shoes, buddy. We're playing. We're not done yet, right? Yeah. So I do think it kind of takes away from the sport in itself in a way, right? With the pricing people out of it.
When you stop the average man, and when I say stop, it is fucking stopping them, okay? When you stop the average man and a real soccer fan from going, and it will get there. I mean, I don't know at what point to say, hang on, we've gone too far, we've got to bring the prices down. But by then you might have fucked it all up. I mean, I'll be dead before that happens, but it's somewhere it's got to happen.
I think we're already on that road. I think we're already very much on that road, and I think it is anti-soccer to keep price gouging people the way it is. And you can look at other sports, because we've seen it, right? With even just, let's look at the biggest event in America, the Super Bowl, right? The average price of ticket for Super Bowl has just skyrocketed over years to where it's taking away from fans that are, say it's Chiefs-Eagles like last year, right? It's taken away from Chiefs and Eagles fans that want to go to the game, and instead it goes to society's elites for, I get a picture, I attended this, I was here. And I don't feel like that's what sport is about. It's not about, oh, I got to be at this event. No, it's I care about the result, not being at a certain event. Anyway, I care about this team.
There's too much money involved with everybody, so it's only going to get worse.
Well, speaking of that, did you see La Liga approved the first league game in Miami? Barcelona versus Villarreal.
If I was a Barcelona fan in Spain, I would be fucking mad.
I'd lose my fucking mind.
We support you. We bring you to this point with all our support and money and God knows what else. Then you fuck off and...
So funny enough, it's actually happened. We've seen it in football, like American football as well, in collegiate and in professional, these games going abroad. And next year, my alma mater, TCU, one of our home games is in Ireland. If I was a season ticket holder, I'd lose my fucking mind for that. Like,
hey, talking about the World Cup, to interrupt here.
Yeah.
Is the USA ready for the Brazilian fans? No. More to the point, are MAGA ready for the American fans.
No.
Brazilian fans, I mean,
I
sorry.
I think that Americans
I went to the World
shock.
Cup here in '94.
Yeah.
As I'm walking in there, there's this fella, he's got high heels on, shorts as tight as fuck. You can see the bulge. He looked like a fucking ballet dancer. And he's got there, and he's got a pair of tees waving a flag, and he's dressed up, makeup, hair. It was a him, her. It was a him. Anyway.
It was a him, yeah.
No one paid. In fact, most Americans didn't know what the fuck they were looking at. Years ago, my aunt lived in. I went to visit my aunt in France. And
where does she live in France?
Just outside Paris.
Nice.
Well, round Paris, there's a road that goes around. It's called the Periphery. Okay. It's a bit like Beltline. It goes all the way round. Yeah, it's a circular road. It's on the air. So at certain points of the road, if you look to the left, it's all people living there and shops and what have you. Yeah. If you look to the right, it's the woods. Okay, because it's that far. That's the last, and then you. But this road is the Periphery. Anyway, so we're going there one day, my aunt, and we drove down this street, and there's lamppost, and there's this woman at a lamppost. She's got her legs crossed and like that, showing her boobs and all that. My aunt said, "Look at that." Oh, okay.
He said you were.
Anyway, we went further along. She said, "Look at that." She said, "What do you think of that?" Another one got the coat on there, cross legs, boobs on. He said, "They're all Brazilian men." As she said that, that's why they cross their legs. I saw one of them tucking it between his legs. Okay, but then a police car came down.
Oh no.
Okay, and all of a sudden they look very good. They're very demure looking. He, she's, whatever they are.
Yeah.
And then the police. That's why they stand near the woods. When the police car came down, this woman started running into the woods. Fucking muscles on the back of his calves. He could have won the fucking Olympics.
Roberto Carlos.
Stiletto heels on, running into the woods. Dick was going one way, the chips were going the other. I mean, I'll never forget. You cannot forget a sight like that. They were swinging in different directions. So yeah, America. I think
America's got some experience with transgender people.
Yeah, get ready.
But I do think that the culture of the World Cup. I mean, it's been 21 years since we've had the World Cup here, so I think it's going to be a huge.
It is.
Shock.
It's good to see the fanaticism and that with the fans and the different nationalities. It really is nice to see it, but again, the prices, it's
disgusting. It's disgusting, and also making a safe environment.
I mean, I've been reading in England, they don't know that, even travelling over here, they don't know how they're going to get treated.
That's the thing too,
because obviously wank bag over there, fucking Vance.
Yeah.
You can watch and then leave. What the fucking hell? You know what I mean?
No, come on. This is passion.
Yeah, don't even watch, mate. Don't even come over if I was. Fuck off.
Well, I just think obviously there's the safety concerns in America too, with a lot of things and a lot of issues we have as a country over here. So there's that concern, and then the price gouging concern, and I mean, I've seen other countries talk about, is it safe to travel to America? Am I good to just be there for a month to go to these games and follow my team and everything? And
we'll see when it gets there. We'll see which teams make it and whatever else.
Yeah. Anything else on your notes there that you want to go over? You want to go back to Prem?
Huh?
Do you want to go back to the Premier League? You got something else in your notes?
No, as I said, I'm getting really busy lately. I mean, we're opening another pub.
Tell them about that.
We're opening a pub in Arlington.
Okay.
I mean, nobody kind of knows yet. No one listens anyway, so it don't matter.
But yeah, we've
right here. Got some people that want us to open a pub in Arlington, so we're
Do you have a date for that? When's it going to start to open? Or
no, nothing yet? I never have a date. When I did the one in Addison 30 years ago, and I put on it opening September.
Yeah.
Then we put fucking November. And then and in the end, I had to keep trying about opening when we're open.
Yeah.
Fuck
open.
Me.
You
can't
just an open
hit.
sign.
Yeah. I mean, usually with me, it used to be, never had enough money to get the job done. So anyway, it's a.
But that's
I
exciting.
like building them, so it should be good.
No, I think that's a great location.
It's about I mean, it's right
next to AT&T.
It's about 3/4 of a mile from AT&T.
Oh, that's walkable. That's tall. Maybe not for everyone, but that should be walkable.
No, it is. But listen, if you instead of paying $100 for parking, it's fucking walkable.
And for the Uber,
especially it's ideal for us with the World Cup coming up.
Yeah,
and all that. So anyway, we'll see. So Cockney rhyming slang, we can do that.
I was gonna.
I'll tell you, got to tell you this. So last night, normally I get home and I cook. Yeah. And last night I got home late and I've got nothing else. And I've got 3 corn on the cobs here, so I cooked 3 corn on the cobs because I love corn on the cobs. So I thought that's my dinner. I've cooked 3 corn on the cobs, and this is where I think my mind's fucking weird.
Getting a little old.
No, I'm eating corn on the cob, and I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great if you could eat pussy like that?
Jesus.
I mean, fucking diving. I mean, slap some butter on that fucker. I'm telling you, that's what went through my head. Anyway, what can you do? Ben, it's your turn, mate.
What the fuck, Mary? Who would you say is the most disappointing and most impressive team at this point in the Premier League season?
Disappointing. Not that you should expect much from them. It's fucking West Ham.
It's West Ham.
They nick
I was gonna say, how do you feel about West Ham getting Nuno, the manager?
That should. And I'd like Forest to see
I can't wait for them to play. I can't wait for them to play each other.
How
right?
he was treated at Forest for what he did for him. And
well, not by the fans.
Yeah, no, the owner.
By the owner.
Yeah.
By the owner, the treatment was wrong. The fans seem to adore him. The players seem to.
I'm not
back
being funny.
him.
I mean, you get rid of him and you bring in Ange. I mean, fucking hell.
It's
a
downgrade.
He's not one.
It's a downgrade, isn't it?
They're screaming to get rid of him already. I mean, you can't blame Ange. I mean, the way he plays, you've got to get
They
used
should
to
be
it.
getting rid of the owner. Funny enough, Arsenal played Olympiacos in Champions League, and he owns Olympiacos as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he owns both clubs, and he was at the Emirates to watch the game, and I was watching him barely fit in that fucking seat up in the suite. They kept cutting to him. He's getting all angry because we were beating them, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you.
What's his line of work? What was it? Was he in shipping? I mean, is it like on Asses or one
I'm
of them?
not sure. I'm not sure. He's just beyond rich. He's beyond rich. But most impressive team.
Coventry.
That's not in the Premier League.
No. Does it have to be Premier League?
No, go with it.
Soccer podcast.
Yeah,
you
go
prick.
for it. Okay, sorry. I thought we were doing Premier League, but go for it.
They've gone top. Frank Lampard.
Still doing the business.
Yeah, well, he
Still
is because
doing
he
the
was there.
business.
And I mean, he got a bit of a slagging when he left from Derby. He
Yeah,
got Chelsea when they
Chelsea.
weren't in the best position. He
couldn't
helped them
buy
out.
anyone. He had to use academy players.
No. I'm so glad he's good luck. I mean. Look, him and all the other soccer players, they're millionaires, so why should I fucking care?
Right, but
I'd like to see it.
you do wish
He's
him the
done it.
best.
I mean, he doesn't have to work. I would
No,
imagine.
Lord, no.
I don't know.
If he wanted a punditry job, he could have a
Yeah.
punditry job like tomorrow if he wanted
Yeah.
it.
I mean, he was doing that.
I was gonna give my most impressive to. I know they lost this past weekend, but I was gonna say Sunderland. I'm gonna say Sunderland still because the job that they're doing over there. Up until last week, they were in the top 4. I know they lost to Man United 2-0. Okay, that happens. But they've been brilliant so far. I think the addition of Granit Xhaka has solidified that midfield. I think he's been one of the better midfielders in the league this season. I think he's brought them some
you like him
consistency.
anyway from his Arsenal
We
days.
all most of us fans like, but he's been class.
That's when Chelsea got Silva.
Yeah.
There, we had him in the back.
Thiago
you need
Silva.
that there, yeah. With all the, they must have learned so much from him.
You need someone that
Yeah.
makes the rest of your team feel calm.
You need someone that can do the running for him.
Yep. Yeah, for Silva. Yeah.
And then he can do your thinking for you.
Yeah,
you know?
but he does that. He does a brilliant job, and I think they've done a really. Especially, you consider they did have. I'm probably gonna butcher his name. Mark Guiu, the Chelsea striker, the Spaniard.
Gui. Oh no, Gui's a Crystal Palace.
Gui's Crystal.
Yeah, he came from Barcelona.
But yeah, so he
19,
was
20-year-old.
on loan to Sunderland.
Yeah.
And then when Delap got injured right before the window shut down, they called him back, and Sunderland were kind of shit out of luck, right? So I think that given that transfer not happening or happening and then recalling or whatever, and the situation they find themselves in, I think they've done brilliant.
We've got so many fucking injuries in our back line. We haven't got a centre half.
You've got so many.
We do not have
You've
a
got like
centre
5
half.
centre back injuries.
Well, again, that's playing in that Club World Cup. They didn't get a rest. Your muscles, your legs have to get a rest. So, we might have won it, but
no, but
they're paying for it now.
Yeah,
so.
well, that's the thing too. PSG, the other team obviously that made the final and played all year, their league isn't as competitive as the Premier League.
Yeah.
They can take weeks where they can rest players and still get a result.
Again,
whereas,
if Chelsea finish, I know we finished in the top 4. Obviously, we're not going to win the Champions League, but if we finish in the top 4, that'll be a result.
I think that's a good result. Yeah. I agree. I think that being a consistent Champions
is
League
it the same? Is it Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, or what?
I think
it's always that 4th one.
I think that's the prediction, and then that 4th. Well, it could be the 5th one too now. Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United will think they're a part of that. Crystal Palace will want to be a part of that.
Man United won't get it.
I know they think they're going to be there. They want to be there.
Okay, they won.
Newcastle are a team that are going to think they belong there. They're in the Champions League this year as well. Obviously, they've been struggling for goals at the minute themselves.
Yeah, even the geezer, Isaac, he's not really.
He's hasn't hit it for Liverpool,
Again,
has he?
As I said, you can't just slot into a team and expect. I don't know. I mean,
I've seen some fans be like, he needs time to adjust. I'm like, adjust to the league that he's been dominating for years.
I was reading them saying that Salah now, because Salah's not been great this year.
Oh.
They're saying because he's not chasing back, and that's why Chelsea scored.
Yeah.
Because our fullback, who the fuck it was?
Gustavo, he scored the winner.
I mean,
Cucurella assisted it.
Yeah. Okay, but they've overlapped this geezer. They run. He should be tracking them back. It's a bit the other week we had the Man U bloke that Chelsea got. The dwarf.
Mount?
No,
Lisandro Martinez?
The fuck's that? Who did Chelsea buy? Garnacho.
Oh, Garnacho. Sorry.
Again, he didn't chase back, and we got scored.
That's
on.
His attitude problem.
You have to now. You've got to be up and down.
If you're going to play for one of these elite teams, that's one thing that I do love about Arteta is like, if you don't work, you're not playing. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't matter if you have all the skill in the world in the top third of the pitch. If you're not willing to track back, you're not making it in the modern game. Come on, say it. You got something. Well,
no, I've got written down here. I don't know if you ever heard this. Talking about the Brazilians.
Okay.
So, when George Bush was the
President.
Evidently, he wasn't meant to be the brightest spark ever to walk the earth.
No,
Not saying he's an idiot, but he wasn't. He had this reputation.
Yeah, he got some great quotes.
So, and in England, there was this fella, the security people, they never, very rarely, but they had the guns carried, and they chased this fella, they chased him down the subway, okay, and they shot him because they thought he was a terrorist. That never happens in London.
Damn.
But it did. He happened to be a Brazilian that lived in London.
Okay.
And George Bush was there, and he was at some event, and they whispered in his ear, have you heard this?
Yeah, I've heard this one. Yeah.
Mr. Bush, a Brazilian, has been shot in London. And
how much is a Brazilian?
No, how many is a Brazilian?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but
so actually, it's funny you bring
right.
that up. When I was a senior in high school, we had to do senior quotes, right? And it's just your favorite quote from a famous person to like define your next chapter or whatever. And my quote was from President George W. Bush, and it was, "Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning?" George W. Bush. It was that, and there was another one. I'll give you this one more. He once said, "I know it's hard for you to put food on your family."
Well, it's nerve-wracking when you've got millions of people taking a picture.
Yeah.
Poor fucker.
Oh no, yeah, but he just.
Do you know? I mean, I don't like to get into politics, but I wish some of these politicians that have been there and done that and just speak up.
Well, we got one that's not afraid to speak right now.
Okay,
the one in charge sure as hell ain't afraid to be in front of a microphone.
Vice presidents, ex-presidents, you can see what's the wrong going on. Speak up.
Yeah.
I'm sick of. I'm actually sitting there. A lot of people just sitting there not saying fuck all.
Yeah.
When they should be.
They should.
And I'm not saying them which anyway.
All right. Well, let's get it. Let's wrap up with that wanker of the week. Let's transition into that. Who you got for your wanker of the week?
I put Liverpool down.
I like that.
No, I did only because
3 in a row.
Well, there's that. I mean, they won the first fucking, was it 5-4,
straight,
whatever.
yeah.
They won them, and all their fans, like they're
All
going to
the
do the double.
winners,
We just carried on from last season. We're fucking
champions,
not.
Yeah.
You're not. What are they? Third now?
Yeah, they're down a little bit. 3 losses in a row. 1 in the Champions League, 2 in the league though. But the way they've lost both games, both last-minute winners, is pretty ironic considering that.
And they won a couple like that last-minute winners.
Oh, they won 3 last-minute winners. When you look back at the first game, I know they won by 2, but the Chiesa goal
So that says a lot as well. I mean, they won them games, but they were a minute away from losing 2 points.
That was one thing that I thought too. I think that the international break could not have come at a better time for Liverpool because they need to stop playing. They need to get a break because it's not just the losses; it's the way they lost. That is so taxing mentally to go through all that, to win those games and the high you're on, to then flip that.
Then, I mean, I pick managers like Arteta, all the top managers have got to be scared. You never know who's going to come back with an injury.
No, that's the thing. I hate
Yeah.
international break. Actually, it's so funny. I'll knock on wood here. I don't want to knock on the table.
Because your bloke, Odegaard, he keeps getting little knocks, doesn't he?
He's hurt again, man. He has been hurt all year. He's been hurt. Saka just got back. Madueke's been injured. Saliba was out for a little bit. We've had injuries galore. Not like Chelsea. Chelsea have had the most out of anyone, so I can't even complain to you. But
you got to rest. But the thing of it is, so we've had the Club World Cup thing, made us
all the way
champion,
from July,
that one. And then next year you've got the World Cup, so they're not going to get any rest next season.
None.
So
unless you're not playing for your international team, you're
unless
not
you
resting.
get knocked out in the first round.
Literally about to say, unless you play for a bad country.
Politics, okay.
Yeah, but I was going to actually say West Ham for my wanker of the week. I'm going to give it to their whole staff. I'm going to go back a little further for firing David Moyes. For sacking David Moyes. I think that because I think Everton are going to be just fine this year. I think Everton will be just fine. Yeah. And I think it was such a mistake and so greedy, if you will. They were getting closer to that Europe. They won.
Yeah, they won
they won the Conference League,
but
and they're getting closer competing, and they wanted that big jump that they thought was happening.
I mean, you had Potter coming in and out. I mean, again, they're a bit like, well, I say not a bit like Man United. They've got so many problems. It's been going on for years.
But I thought that Moyes had kind of steadied the ship a little bit, and he was getting them there, and they just got too greedy. And now look where you're at for being that greedy. I'm going to say West Ham for mine. I like it. Yeah.
I mean, the manager they got now should save them or keep them up at least.
He should keep them up.
If not,
he should keep them up. Yeah. I don't know if. I mean, he's a really good manager, but not this year. It's going to take a couple of years to build that team up, but he's a good manager. So I think that will do it for us. We got international break next week.
Yep.
So we will keep chatting about what we got going on. But guys, until then, thank you for tuning in, and we will chat soon.